Well, first and foremost, it is good to have an exit interview with you without a big brace on your knee and talking about a major operation. So I know the season, though, unfortunately ended with a knee injury, much less invasive, right?
Yes, much smaller, insignificant in my eyes. There was no major surgery, so I was really, really happy about that. The downtime that I had with my first surgery is really what made me really sad and kind of put me into like this little dark hole. But luckily, I only had 2 days where I really couldn't move, and I've been moving ever since, and everything's done up and up. So I'm looking forward to it.
I know the mental challenge of the ACL was difficult, and what was frustrating about this year is it really seemed like you were getting back to like the Shenise we saw back in 2015 and 2016, and then the injury happened again. What was the mental obstacle of that like?
Well, it was tough to leave my team again. I haven't been around as much in the previous years because I've been dealing with that ACL. So for me, it was not being around the girls and then having to start almost from scratch again. I've been in rehab for the last 2.5 years now, so it was fairly easy to go into. But for me, the most difficult thing was not being around my team.
I don't want to speak for you, but it did seem like those last handful of games before the injury occurred, you looked like your former self. And did that mean something? Did that give you confidence after all of that injury to see yourself playing at that level again? Yeah,
to have a little glimpse of my old self was like, okay, there's hope. I can finally come out of this rut or whatever it was that I've been in. But I do know that it takes time. And even when I come back, good thing I'm going overseas this year, because I'll have time to knock off some of that rust before I come back and play for the Indiana Fever again.
What was your experience, I know, mentoring a lot of the younger players, the rookies, and really watching that group, some of the younger group, flourish as the year went on?
Man, it's amazing. To watch Kelsey Mitchell from year 1 to year 2. Stephanie Mabunga was amazing this year. And then you got Tierra McCowan. And you got Kennedy Burke, Paris Key. Like, you have so many great pieces on this team who only have room to grow. And I feel like they've done that from May until now. And I'm looking forward to see what they're going to bring to this team next year.
I think my favorite part in that answer, you will get players who have kind of a selfish focus, and this game can kind of lend itself to that. Yet you're like gleaming as you're talking about your teammates. I mean, this clearly means a lot to you.
Yeah, well, because I know them. Yeah. I'm around them every day, and we've built a rapport, a relationship. We hang on and off the court. Even though they are my babies, I can't be around them too much because they're just a little immature at times. But I love them. I love being around them. They always make me smile, full of jokes, and they always want to post me on social media.
It's kind of a unique dynamic because you are young, yet this team is
and
so
old.
young.
I know, it's like both. I'm young and old.
Yeah, that has to be interesting, though, being one of the more experienced players on the roster, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I'm like in between, though. So, like, I can hang with, the Candace Duprees of the team, and then also, like, I find my way back to the youngins because I'm still a kid at heart.
Yeah, just a little of both. Like, when you're ready for that young feel, you can go back with them, but when they start doing their early 20s thing, you've got Candace some of the veterans.
And then I'm out.
Let's talk about overseas, because you're going to get the chance to play overseas for the first time in a few years. First and foremost, that opportunity clearly means a lot.
Yes. I'm looking forward just to being back on the court again, to compete at a high level, get back to that Mo money, Mo buckets type swag thing going on. And, I get to compete when I get paid to do it, too. So that's also a blessing.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the chance to play against Tiff, right? She's also going to Israel.
Tiffany Mitchell's going to be playing in the same league that I'll be in. So I'm sure there'll be some fun, tough matchups there.
I think they're the defending champions. Is that right?
Yeah, they are.
You got maybe a goal to unseat Fever player going against Fever player?
But Tiff, she'll be playing in EuroLeague as well as the Israel League. So she'll be more exhausted.
Okay. So maybe something you can take advantage of.
Yeah. I get to run her up and down a few times, get her tired.
All right. Well, as this year comes to a close for you, it'll be the last time we get the chance to talk to you for a little bit. So any final thoughts to Fever fans who supported you through this journey here so far?
Oh, man. Just keep hanging on tight. I know it's been a roller coaster ride throughout this year and the years previously, but you do not want to miss what's coming up next season.
We appreciate you joining us. Appreciate your perspective, and best of luck.
Always, Pat. Thank you.